Go.
It's the podcast. What's the odds with Steve Renazizi? Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We are happy to have you. I am joined by Lucas Hurl, Brenton Biddlecombe, Emma, however you say her last name, but I say it's Erdbrink.
Oh, you said it right.
Did I really?
I
That's
think so.
awesome. Um, it's first of all, thank you for joining us. It's lovely to have you. I'm in a great mood. I mean, how could you not be in a great mood? I'm in Los Angeles. The weather is beautiful. I got some extra tee times yesterday. I got to play golf because someone drove off the road and the course was open. Tiger Woods couldn't use the course, so therefore if it can't go unused, so I got to play some extra holes yesterday. And yeah, it's been awesome. Other than the fact that everyone and all anyone talks about is the crash. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been like inundated with ever like the Tiger Woods crash, like especially in Los Angeles, the local news, everything is the Tiger Woods crash across the board. There's not even, they're not even covering COVID right now. It's only the Tiger Woods crash, which was terrible, horrible, absolutely like the worst thing. When I saw the picture, I was like, fuck. I'm like, God, the goddamn mountains of California took another great one from us again. That's exactly the first thing I thought. I go, this is a bad movie we're seeing here. First it was Kobe going into the mountains with the helicopter. Now Tiger's driving off the side of the mountain with a car. It's like, give me a break. What are we doing here? Um, what time did I? Because I didn't find out anything till yesterday around noon, which was very late in the day for everyone else finding the stuff out. But I was really shocked, sad, and I thought he had lost his legs. You heard could be dead. They needed the jaws of life to get him out. Um, and I don't know if it's a situation where I know he had back surgery in December. Well, was he driven off the road? Was he pilled up? Is he high? Is like, are we back to this fucking shit again? Like, not that it's like it affects me in any way. I would just feel terrible for Tiger again. And I do feel terrible for Tiger again. It sucks. His kids are probably, this is like they got their dad back in fucking full superhuman form. And then this shit happened. So, yeah, but that was the only thing that anyone, like, I had no idea anything else was going on. And I think now it's sort of the surgery's over and people are, questioning already, like, can he come back? Will he come back? And to me, it's like, I don't know the full extent of the injuries and no one really knows, but, you know, I'm saying, just off the top of my head, first of all, he's in the Tom Brady world where I'm never going to count him out. And I'm thinking if Alex Smith can come back from an injury or something like this and play football and get tackled, I don't see Tiger Woods not being able to play golf. Then again, it's like, I don't know if he can push off that leg but if Alex Smith can do it with with a football and a throwing motion, then, Tiger Woods should be able to do it. I hope, fingers crossed, dude. You always want to see the best be able to do what they do. You never want to see it get cut short. The Roberto Clementes, the fucking Thurman Munsons, the guys who just are unbelievably talented that just get taken away so quickly. It's you don't want to see that happen. And I would not that he hasn't had a wonderful career, and we can all look back, and if he could never play again, he wouldn't be considered one of the all-time great athletes of But to me, it's like I want to still see him compete, and I hope he can. But it was fucking shitty, sad news. I thought really shitty, sad news.
Hmm.
Did you guys
I'm
hear anything like?
I'm looking right now, the extent of his injuries. He suffered a significant orthopedic injury to his lower right extremity. He was treated immediately after the accident. Open fractures affecting both the upper and lower portions of the tibia and the fibia bones. They were stabilized with a rod. And additionally, injuries to bones of the foot and ankle were stabilized with a combination of screws and pins. So they basically have him all patched up, and he's the $6 million man.
Yeah,
at this point. It doesn't say that these are injuries that would keep him from coming back, and would necessarily affect him. So I agree with you. I think he's got a long way to recover, but we'll see him playing, and maybe you two will be playing against each other in the Senior Open.
Bad news for him, dude. I don't want to hear any fucking excuses. I don't want to hear any like, oh, I only have one. I have a wooden leg.
He's got he's got a 5-year plan. The guy's 45 years old. He's 5 years away. So
what? He's had 3 more disectomies than I've had on my back. I've had 2. He's had 5. Okay, we're in the same boat.
Yeah,
we both have terrible backs.
You're the exact same guy.
I mean, like, to me, I'm thinking to myself, like, this guy. First of all, I don't know if you heard any of the reports about him leaving the hotel that he was staying at, all pissed off. Did you hear about any of that?
No, I just heard that he was going to a photo shoot with Drew Brees and Justin Herbert, which I thought was kind of odd and hilarious.
What? Former San Diego quarterback, or San Diego quarterback and former San Diego quarterback, or not even LA,
not even
whatever, the Chargers. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. No, I'm saying, okay, so he was shooting something for Discovery, which Oprah is doing some, Oprah's part of Discovery, so she's like, she got a show together with Tiger Woods where he helps celebrities fix their golf swing or do something. So Spade and him shot something the day before, Dwayne Wade, and then he was on his way to go shoot with Justin Herbert and Drew Brees. And, look, I don't know what happened, but it seems like when the hotel he was staying at was about, a little ways away from where he was going to shoot at the golf course. And so he was driving there, and apparently where he was staying, they were actually shooting a television show, and the director of the episode was pulling in while Tiger was pulling out. And apparently he said he was all fucking driving fast and pissed off and, out the door. And to me, look, I don't know. I don't know what he was doing. Here's what I think happened. If you want my fucking 2 cents, I think he probably said, I've got to be at fucking whatever X golf course, whatever that was, Rolling Hills, at 7:30, right? So he went downstairs at 7:00, knowing it's a probably 25 half-hour drive, and he sat there and fucking, the valet guys or whatever didn't get the car for 5-10 minutes. He's like, what the fuck? I gotta go. So now it's like 7:15. He's like, give me and he speeds out of there. And he knows he's going to be late. So maybe he's driving a little fast to make up time and probably texting to go, hey, I'm going to be a little bit late. And then fucking bing, bang, boom, He's not the best driver. He's not a great, this is not like, he doesn't do well in pressure, high pressure, whether it be, of his own making or, of just bad timing. So to me, that's very plausible. To me, that's something I could totally see happening in an everyday situation. Apparently Highway Patrol, whoever's dealing with the accident, saying, everybody fucking crashes there. People crash there. Locals crash there. It's like trying to do, if you don't know Mulholland and you're like, I'm going to fucking rip around Mulholland, you're going to die, dude. You're going to James Dean that shit off of fucking Mulholland and be dead. And
I've driven that stretch many times. It's terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, it's not great. It's not great at all. So, and look, like I said, there's nothing to a lot of these areas don't have guardrails.
Yeah. You're driving on the edge of a cliff.
That's it. You're over. You're donezo. And fuck. But I just hope. Go ahead, Lucas.
Like the Genesis car, do you see the safety features on the thing? I think any other car, if he was in it, he wouldn't be here.
They are lucky, dude. First of all, I mean, the way the thing rolled over, it was almost like his golf ball. Remember when he hit that shot at the Masters and it off the chip shot and it just hit the fringe and rolled to the hole and then stood right up there. And then the Nike symbol was right there. And then it rolled in and everyone's doing this, and hundreds of millions of golf balls and equipment were sold the next day. This car flipped over and it landed with the Genesis like face up, and thank God he survived. I mean, had he fucking died, do you know how poor that would have looked for the car? Everything involved. But because he wore a seatbelt, and I guess the car is a good, safe car, thank goodness he's probably gonna fucking be okay. Again, who knows? Golf is like, I mean, I want him to number one to be healthy, but I don't personally know him at all, and I want him to do well. Like, I feel like the golfers on the PGA Tour, they keep asking him, oh, like, what do you think? And it's like, of course because they're friends with him. You want him to be healthy first. I want him to be healthy too, but I still want to see him compete. And to me, I'm like, I just hope we've not seen the last of that. And if we have, we have. What are you gonna do? Fuck it, bro. And by the way, with one leg, he'd still kick the fucking shit out of me. He could probably screw off his one leg and use the fake leg as a club. Has anyone thought about that? Like, been like, does he get preference as to what shafts he gets put in? Like, he's very, particular about his equipment. Like, titanium shaft. Do you want a steel shaft in your leg to replace your tibia? Graphite. What do you want the weighting to be? The flex? How much flex do you want the shaft? It's like, I wouldn't be surprised if he was that specific about. And also, this is the other thing I thought, because they said he went to a great trauma hospital, which I was happy about. There are great hospitals here. But then my wife's friend said, you know what? She works at the UCLA in Westwood, at the hospital there. And she's like, that other one's not the fucking greatest. I don't know why. I don't know why they haven't brought him to another one. And I don't think any old doctor worked on Tiger Woods' legs, but could you imagine being like just the on-call trauma surgeon for when they bring in Tiger Woods to have you put back his Humpty Dumpty legs,
Well, I wonder how much he's insured for. He's put insurance on his body.
Best insurance in the world.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm saying like he's bought insurance on his own body for when stuff breaks down.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
yes.
probably,
many, everyone does that. Everyone. But the thing is, like, would you want to be that doctor to have to go, fuck, like I have to do that. This has to be an A++ job, like there's no fucking around because, I don't want to be we could have done this, but had, Dum Dum over there that graduated fucking 140th out of 141 in his class that barely got this job. He fucking was on call, so, dude, it was crazy. It's like, fuck, right? Fuck.
It really killed the Daft Punk breaking up vibe.
What was, I mean,
we were mourning that, and then Tiger Woods got hurt. And who the fuck are Daft Punk?
Are we supposed to be that upset? I thought that was a Daft Punk helmet behind you I thought you were part of Daft Punk. I was like, oh, no wonder he's independently wealthy.
Honestly, they were, they made great music, but they hadn't put out an album in like a decade. They hadn't toured in like 20 years. So it wasn't like, I wanted to see them once, but it wasn't going to happen. The last time they played Coachella was my senior year of high school. So.
Get lucky. Get lucky.
They made fun music.
Get lucky. It's like,
they defined a genre.
I don't know. I just, first of all, I really haven't ever mourned the loss of a band. Like, unless you were 16 years old when the Beatles first came over and then they broke up, like those people I understand, like, fuck everything. Like, this is the greatest band ever and it broke up. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess maybe when Van Halen, if you bought tickets and they were like, they're going to go on tour, you bought the tickets and then all of a sudden you're like, fuck, they're going to break up. Like they broke up. Shit. That would affect my life. But really under Daft Punk, it's like,
Tom Petty was a big one.
Sure. But he died.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's not just like,
I'm just saying. Yeah. It was like big news for 3 hours and then Tiger got hurt and they kind of got buried.
Yeah, I mean, that's rightfully so. If you're complaining that Daft Punk should have got a little more fucking love. I mean, I came on saying I didn't even hear about Daft Punk. It was completely swallowed up by Tiger Woods. And also, can't just two other people put on those fucking helmets and go out there and DJ?
I was gonna say. I was like,
I mean, there's no one. What are they like? Do they, are they telepathic with each other? Do they know when to fucking twist the dials and shit? I don't get it. It's
more of an elaborate show. They're performers as well.
I'm sure their live show was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. But it's like, what do we get? This is news?
I mean, I was just bummed because they had composed the score to Tron and it was amazing. Like at the end of the day, I don't really care if they put out their own music. They were kind of dabbling in that genre that's my favorite, and the fact that they're just not going to make music anymore sucks.
Yeah,
Does
well,
it mean they're not? It means they're not going to make music anymore under the Daft Punk name. It doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to work on stuff ever again. That might just be like getting out of a contract of some sort.
and then also, by the way, you might be getting double the fucking bonus. Like they're probably equally as talented, and they just go off and do their own shit, and they'll both write music for movies or whatever, and it might not be ever as good as Daft Punk, but it might be almost as good, and you get twice as much as it. Think about that.
There you go.
You know, Trent Reznor is,
Trent Reznor.
He's moved on to movies and stuff, and thank God he doesn't have anyone to break up with, but it's like, well, when you have bands,
he's been working with Atticus Ross, so if they get into a tiffy,
look, to me, Daft Punk breaking up didn't even warrant that's like
you sold me. I feel better about it. I'm happy. I'm excited, and I have some good news for you before we get into the meat and potatoes of what you want to talk about today.
Okay.
As of 12:30 this afternoon Pacific time, GameStop was trading at $44 and change, and it has since exploded, and we are right around $170 as we're recording this.
Wow.
And it seems to be heading up.
I don't even have any GameStop. I got rid of it.
You sold it too early.
Wait a minute. I was told to sell it. Everybody else sold it.
Who told you to sell it?
Everyone. Dave Portnoy.
Portnoy. Dave? Why would you listen to him?
Look, dude, I cannot.
You got a hold.
Oh, man.
Brenton.
It's like selling your babies because they make one mistake.
Brenton, I've got babies. You here's the problem. I already have. First of all, I've got real babies. Okay, real kids that I worry about. Then after I worry about them, I worry about my actual 401k that I've been curating for the last 15 years. And then if there's any fucking time left on my plate, I go to this Robinhood shit bag and I open it up and I see what the fuck is going on in this cesspool of just assholes. Just we should do this. We should do that. You don't know shit. You don't know how to do anything. That's why you are at home and your computers like I am right now, but not against my own will. You're there every day trying to fucking start a revolution. It ain't happening, guys. Pick a fucking thing. Pick a lane. Stay in it. I can't be old. GameStop is over. Do you understand? Nobody wants to hear about GameStop anymore. I'll burn a GameStop down if I see one.
I thought it was over, and now it's back.
It's not back. Not as far as I'm concerned.
It's rising.
When's the new one?
Any of you walked into a GameStop? When's the last time you actually went to a GameStop?
I bought a controller probably 4 months ago.
Yeah, just to buy like controllers and stuff, right?
Well, the other fun one is AMC's been closely tied, and AMC's on the rise. So
that one I feel like that's kind of worth holding on to because like I think movie theaters will come back at some point on some level in some way. I don't. GameStop is it's a brick and mortar store for something that happens entirely digitally now.
Yeah, AMC, it's still trading lower than what it costs to buy popcorn and a soda there, but it's
the
coming back.
Theaters are dead for a while.
But the point is, Steve, stop selling so quickly.
No, the point is,
I'm trying to make you a millionaire.
When did they make the decision? Like, hey, it's GameStop back on again.
There was a thing posted. I want to say it was around 8 a.m. this morning Pacific time on Reddit. That was just saying, hey, we're going to pump it again.
So basically, you have to be tethered to Reddit your entire day.
Yeah, just turn on your notifications. Turn on your notifications. Let it push to your phone. It'll say, hey, Steve, go buy GameStop right now.
No. Push notifications.
I don't have push notifications for anything.
I have text messages. That's it.
Yeah, text message. You want to call me? You call me. You want to text me? I might look at it. That's it. I open the Instagram app once a day. I open the Facebook app once a day. That's it. I cannot be bothered by this shit. Do you understand? I've got a life to live.
That's fine. And I'm going to make so much money that none of us will have to work ever again.
Great. I've already, you know what? Please let me be the White Stedman. Can you work for me once? I want to be the guy that sits home and does nothing. I want to be taken care of. I want to be comforted and have fucking bonbons in a bathtub with a glass of wine at night. That's what I want. You do that for me. I spent the last 15 years breaking my back. Television shows, fucking movies, specials. I want a little time off. Take over, Brenton, for God's sakes.
I got you.
Please.
I just thought that was fun. It's back.
Well, I don't care. I don't care. And by the way, are they overinflating it again? Is it?
Oh God, yeah. Come on,
yeah.
It's not worth $170 a share.
Can you do me a favor? Let me know when you see the cracks in the floor, and then I'll short the fucker, and that'll make my money, like a hedge fund. I'm going back to old school tactics. Old school. That's where it's at.
I still think we should form some kind of company with the money that we win and start investing in these athletes like that.
Oh my God. I didn't even know that was a fucking thing.
I didn't either. And then I saw that post and it was incredible.
I've always knew that was probably an underground thing where you're like, look, okay, I'm going to take care of you and your family, your entire high school, your entire college career, whatever it is. But as soon as you go pro, I'm getting X amount of percentage of this. I've always assumed those deals were there.
Well, that was like a thing that we would joke about. Like, oh, if you get famous, I'm going to take 1% of everything you make because I was here first. I supported you from the start.
Sure.
And it's a real, for context for people that don't know what we're talking about, there's this company called Big League Advance. They're an investment company, but instead of investing in businesses and properties, they invest in athletes. They invested in Tatis back in 2017 when he was still in the minors, and I believe he was the 54th ranked prospect. So he wasn't like the big guy. And they give you $50,000 for every 1% of his future professional earnings. The max deal that they could do is $500,000 for 10%. So they're looking at getting a return of about $34 million if he did the max deal.
$34 million. And, they say that I read a little bit about it. They say that they take losses, and obviously they're wrong sometimes, but do you have the breakdown of like what it was, like how, like $50,000 loan was like 1%, like the more money they gave you, the more percentage they own?
It's basically for every $50,000 that you take, they get a percentage.
I mean, it's real bottom feeder shit, dude. It's real low life way to fucking make money. It's a real fucking, you gotta be okay with a lot of things to be able to do that. And look, you can look at
also, you can argue it this way too, because I looked more into it, and a lot of these big leaguers, they say that these teams don't care about the guys in the minors. They don't invest in the minor players. So these players, they can't afford the nutrition that they need to eat and the exercise, the trainers, the time they need to put in to become a great player in 2 or 3 years. So a company like this gives them those resources that they're otherwise not getting because they basically don't make money. They make like $1,300 a week or something, and that's in season. So they don't make enough money in order to be able to train their bodies to become these, 5-star athletes.
Yeah. Okay. That I understand that. I get that.
At the end of the day, the major league owners, they just care about their bottom line. They're not investing in their players.
I get that too. But I look at it also where you're saying, it's different than an agent, where an agent was with you and they take a percentage because, they're working on your behalf consistently throughout your career, hopefully with you. This is a thing where it's like, I helped you out and now I'm going to get a piece. I mean, it's very entrepreneur Shark Tank sort of situation where it's like, I see a good idea and I'm going to go for it, or I see a great player and I'm going to try to invest in it. But, there should be a cap, maybe a limit.
There is. They limit it to the $500,000 at 10%. So they won't take more than 10% from a player.
Yeah. But 10%, dude, 10% of a contract for the rest of your life is what your agent gets for working every single day for the rest of their life. And once they write you that check, they don't ever have to do anything ever again. Now, granted, they might lose.
But this is the difference. And I agree with what you're saying. And I'm not saying these guys aren't shady as fuck. But the difference is Tatis making what he was making as a prospect before he got that money maybe has to get a job. And now he's working a minimum wage job to be able to pay his rent, and he's not training. He's handed $500,000. Now, all day, every day, it's just baseball, just baseball, just baseball. And if you asked him, are you okay with giving away 35 million if you still get to keep 300 million? He'd probably be like, yeah, that's fine.
And this is $500,000 one time. That's it, right? You got to make that last over the course of however long you're going to be in the minor leagues, hopefully. Yeah. That's not that much money. That's not that much money. I mean, I'm just saying, I know these guys, it could be $100,000 a year you could put towards your body, which is great. But
now we get to why I bring this up. If you don't make it to the majors and you never earn anything, you still get to keep that money.
Mm-hmm.
So all four of us just became prospects, and we're going to be applying for our loans with the big league agency.
So you think that if we apply, they will accept us? You were a Division III athlete, baseball player, right?
Hell yeah. So
you can cut up some old tape.
Let's send them some tape, and let's get our money.
I mean, look, it's not the worst idea. I don't know if they have to accept us. I don't know how many major league teams are looking for a 44-year-old father, but I am lefty.
Hey, you can move. You played softball on the Comedy Store team.
Let me tell you something.
You got a little bit of an arm. You got some power behind your swing.
And I can throw a slider, fast 4-seam, 2-seam, and a little bit of a slurve. So don't worry about it. All right. Yeah. But I don't think they're going to accept us. But if they do,
let's go get some money for Jonah right now. Let's open it up early.
That's the asshole play. Okay, I got a fucking, I got a Swiss bank account.
Here's what we do: we go get the $500K on Jonah, right? We put all that $500,000 on GameStop. We become trillionaires overnight.
Okay, and when Jonah signs a $614 million 10-year deal, and I got to write a check to some fucking company for $61 million, I'm going to come find you, Brenton, right?
That's
and I'm going to dig a hole where you are. Do you understand what I'm saying?
We're going to be living on the moon, Steve.
We're not going to be living on the moon. What are we going to do when GameStop goes down 1,000,000,000% the next day?
We've already sold, man. We're in and out. We hit it at the low and we sell at the top.
You got a lot of holes in that plan, buddy. You need to shore that fucker up.
You got to let it ride. This is a gambling podcast.
Tell me about this because I'm very interested in Madrigal's. Al Madrigal, co-founder of ATC, one of my good friends. He apparently has, I don't know, is it a mandate? I don't want to use the word mandate, but
no. It was a voluntary opt-in.
Totally voluntary.
Okay. Yeah. Voluntary opted what?
Off the record, it felt pretty much like if you didn't opt in as everyone else was opting in, you'd be like that guy. And it's not a big company at all.
Wow.
And if you miss a day, so it's a 21-day meditation challenge, and if you miss a day, you get kicked out of the group. So no pressure or anything. But
so we are supposed to be meditating, and I don't think I've ever been as stressed out as I am trying to meditate.
It's like 20 minutes. It's like 20 minutes a day.
So
and the past 2 days I keep getting and you're supposed to confirm in the group chat when you're done. So you're like, day 1 is done. And so like all day you're getting like random people are like, day 1's done. Day 1's done. So at like 8 p.m. on day 1, I was like, fuck. All right, I'll sit down for 20 minutes.
This is hilarious. Did you guys take a course in how to meditate? Do you have any idea what you're doing, or you're just?
No, it just says to like sit comfortably with your hands in your lap and to like it like goes through. There's like a prompt. Yeah.
Okay.
They give you like mantras to say and stuff, and like.
And then Deepak rings his little bell.
Yeah, there's like a little assignment. So the first day was like about abundance and what you think what abundance is and what's abundant in your life. And yesterday was like debts. And you're supposed to think about the debts that you have. And then I don't know what today is I haven't done it yet.
Today is we draw the money or stocks or currency that we feel will be able to pay for all of our debts because we create our own abundance.
Right. Out of an indefinite, what was it? I create my own abundance out of an indefinite.
Is Bill doing this?
I don't know.
I would please.
I don't think
0% chance Bill's doing.
I would like to build my abundance by having someone film Bill try to do this every day and have his and can I executive produce that? And that would be my abundance.
A bunch of dollar signs, like that's fucking stupid.
I mean, the currency, it depends on what your debt is. Your debt that's the tricky thing is like your debts could
it's not just
financial.
monetary debt.
Oh, I know.
You could
emotional debt.
owe emotional debt. Like what currency pays your emotional debt? Maybe the meditation.
All I know is 3 weeks from now, I'm going to be a very enlightened person.
We're going to be the most peaceful, chill people ever. But for now, I'm still screaming curse words out my window.
Has anyone dropped out? You don't have to tell me names.
I don't know.
Not yet, but I'm excited for when it happens.
It's only day 3, so we have 20
We got to start a side room and start taking bets.
I say Al doesn't make it 2 weeks. Oh, I'm going to say Al does under 2 weeks.
It's funny. Al's the one who sends the assignment. So at 8:30 every night, around 8:30 every night, he sends the assignment for the following day, and it's the whole assignment and the audio message. So Al is like, if Al drops out, we're all done.
Dude,
yeah,
that's hilarious. I wonder. I gotta figure out where this came from.
So far, only 2 people have completed day 3, so I don't feel that bad.
I just gotta sketch some photos and do my little meditation. It'll take about
sketch some photos.
Yeah, you gotta sketch your
today. Drop
currency.
Cash, check, stocks, gems, coins, gold, or any other form of
It's just gonna be a bunch of Dogecoin and GME, man.
It's gonna be draw a picture of me burning down a GameStop store. Okay, and go here's what I'm really worried about. That Steve's gonna burn down GameStop because I keep fucking him every time.
Now, will you burning down a GameStop though pay off my debts?
Well, someone's got to pay off my.
Honestly, you burning down a GameStop with the insurance on the building would probably pay more than the GameStop would make in a year.
I'm telling you, these places are not very valuable anymore. The internet.
Well, no, and like think about how many times if you ever like turned games back into GameStop, you spent $60 on a game and then you go give it back, still perfectly good working condition. They're like, I'll give you 50 cents, and it's like, fuck you.
Yeah, I don't even.
What's the point of trading the game back?
Not to, because again, I own 0 in GameStop. I just think it's funny that you bought some and I wasn't able to, and then you sold it too quick and you lost $500. Lesson learned. But GameStop is switching to become completely online. The guy who created Chewy.com, which sells dog toys and treats online, he bought in a large portion of GameStop and he's transitioning them to become completely online. So the brick and mortar stores are not going to be there. GameStop is definitely not worth $170 a share, but it's not crazy to think that it isn't still going to be a solid company and own a market share.
Right, but go online, go digital to fill what void? Like what in that market is missing?
People are still playing video games.
Yeah, but like
I own stock in several. Yeah, they don't, but it's a recognized brand and it's popular. And this whole Reddit situation has made it. The only reason Dogecoin is worth anything is because it's popular.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no backing to it. There's no backing to it.
Wait, Bitcoin went up a lot this week, right?
It went up a lot last week and it tanked this week. It's kind of stabilized, but it lost about $13,000 in a day a couple of days ago, and it is currently
do you understand?
49,800.
I'm borderline bipolar in a way, and like I have manic. I can't have these ups and downs in my life.
I
can't stay out of the stock market.
Yeah, you mean you can't handle your personal ups and downs along with the stock market ups and downs?
No, we need to get Deepak on the podcast and have him teach you how to meditate and prove, Steve, that you are your own abundance. You don't need any outside factors.
Steve, do you want in on this more thing? I bet you could catch up. We're only on day 3.
By the way, I did transcendental meditation. I did. By the way, okay, I learned how to meditate. What was it? 7 years ago? I went to a place that Whitney told me about. That fucking, what's the crazy director's name? That he's the big guy. Twin Peaks. Who am I thinking?
Oh, David Lynch.
Yeah, David Lynch has a society. You learn transcendental meditation.
Cool.
I went. I took the classes. I paid. I got my fucking mantra, my whole hum and a hum. And it's 20 minutes a day, twice a day. I did it for 2 years. It was great. It was probably the best version of myself. But then life takes over, and then you do it once a day barely, and then you don't do it anymore. And that's how meditation works. Now, I bet you I can go back and pick it up and probably be better. But I don't know.
I don't know if you were ever that great at humming a hum if you're making Three Stooges.
I'm not telling you what my mantra was.
Steve's just sitting
humming a
Why am I not relaxed? That's why whenever Steve gets overwhelmed, he just sits, puts his face into the corner of the room and goes,
Oh, I mean, look, I'm happy you guys are doing it. Do you feel any more calm? Do you feel different after you do it? You're supposed to feel like a little energized and sort
I
of.
feel good after I do it. It's
I feel after, but the anxiety of making sure I do it, it feels
yeah,
like
I think I
I'm
need
back
to,
in school and I have a
yeah.
test due that I haven't studied for.
Yeah, I think I need to start doing it in the like first thing in the morning and stop. Like lately, I keep forgetting about it, and then like I get all of the people finishing theirs, and I'm like, shit, I gotta do this, and so I do it at the end of the day. And I think it would probably be better. I'd be better served if I did it when I woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
like
good luck.
It's nice.
Good luck. I hope it works out for both of you. I hope you feel relaxed and
check
or
back
zen
in 3 weeks, and we'll be
sure, no
basically
problem.
Buddhas.
Do you want to talk about The Bachelor or how Woody Allen could be a complete fucking monster? Which one do you want to do first?
I thought we knew that already.
Yeah, this just kind of here's the facts now presented in a very graphic way.
Yeah, I kind of was always blind to the Woody Allen stuff. I always just thought, I was like, wait, he married his daughter, and then I was like, after that, everything just seemed crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I am learning a little bit more about the nuance of what happened and how, like,
did something new happen? I haven't noticed.
It's just not like new, but it was more like the documentary that's on HBO right now. I watched the first one last night, and it was yeah, it's sort of I didn't know a lot of stuff that, like, I didn't know how, like, with him and Mia, he didn't really want to be part of the kid's life at all. Like, in the beginning, he just wanted to date Mia. They had separate apartments. And then when she was like, I want to have a baby, he was like, all right, fucking, I'll do it. But, like, I'm not gonna, it's kind of a gangster way. He was like, I'm not like gonna be a part of it. Or, it's even better. The way he said it, he was like, I'll be a part of it as much as I want to be. So it's like, if I want to be there every day, I'm going to be there every day. But if I don't ever want to even fucking look at this thing, you're going to pay for it. You're going to, and she was cool with that, which is sort of crazy.
I can't imagine.
Not a red flag at all.
Yeah. Like, if someone said that to me, I'd be like, go fuck yourself.
I know. And then they couldn't have a baby for a while. And then all of a sudden they could adopt this other baby, which I don't know why. I mean, Mia Farrow adopted like 6 kids. Like, I don't even, is that loud? I mean, was she that wealthy?
How
Are
many,
you
yeah, I mean, how many do Brad and Angelina, how many did they adopt? It was something like that, wasn't it? It was like 5 or 6 kids.
I guess, yeah. Maybe
but it's a good point. It's so hard to adopt a kid. How do you go through that process 6 times?
Yeah. I mean, you got to be great at it, and I'm sure that there's but
and maybe you don't have to start from scratch if you do it again.
And like, spread the wealth. I don't know. I just feel like I'm sure there's a lot of kids, but and plus, the only people I've ever heard are Brad and Angelina and Madonna. And it's like, I didn't think Mia Farrow was on that level.
No, I didn't either.
But anyway, so they couldn't have a baby. And then they adopted this Dylan. And then right away, he was like, because he said, he goes, I want a girl. And then they adopted a girl. And then he was just fixated on this girl. And then later on, Mia Farrow's like, I'm pregnant, which, by the way, makes complete sense now that that's probably Sinatra's baby. Because like Woody Allen, after Dylan, probably didn't even give a fuck about Mia Farrow. They probably didn't have sex after that. And miraculously, she gets knocked up after they couldn't for the last 3 or 4 years. That's definitely Sinatra's baby. But anyway, then Dylan Farrow or Ronan Farrow comes around. I think they called him Satchel in the beginning. I don't know what the hell that deal is. And so, but he's a boy. So, he's fucking ugats to Woody Allen. He doesn't give a fuck about him. So it's the first episode's pretty where you're like, eesh, look, again, these things are one-sided, but their side has a pretty strong argument. I'd like to hear another side of this fucking thing because, it seems kind of bad right now.
I don't know how you make the argument for the other side.
I don't. And I mean, love is love, and you fall in love with who you fall in love with. But your track record of who you fell in love with doesn't really bode well for you for the allegations of your other daughter being molested. It's like, hello, you kind of did it twice and one time in our face. So I don't know what the rest of it. I haven't seen any of the rest of the episodes. Who knows? Maybe there'll be more. But this first one, oof, yikes. I mean, what was the last Woody Allen film? Was it Blue Jasmine?
That's the last one of his I saw, and that was Dice's big comeback.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there was one after that.
Rainy Day in New York. You ever heard of that?
No.
Came out in 2019.
Okay. Did he do one last year or no? Did he pump out a pandemic film?
No.
Maybe that was I mean, I know he did one every year for like 40 years. So,
one called Rifkin's Festival.
Okay. He's going to have to do a documentary soon. He should probably start writing one about, called Defending Myself, because
if I did it, this is how I would do it.
Yeah. I mean, I would go see that. I would see that.
Yeah, I would too.
And it's just him on a date with a young girl the entire time. I mean, Yikes. That's what a lot of his movies have been about. None of this is very good for him. No. So, I don't know if you're into that where you're like, because, I started watching it and it felt weird, but my wife loves this stuff where she's like, fuck, she loves the creep factor. She's like disgusting. So, I'm going to watch the rest of them this week and find out, but I was pretty grossed out. Not as grossed out as I was by The Bachelor, though. I think The Bachelor grossed me out way more than the Woody Allen doc. I think we went from best to worst episode. That was the worst.
Fucking awful. And I think you should show your son that episode, and you need to sit him down after the first date, after he's met the first family, and they're talking, and then show him how he had to sit there and listen to every single woman say the exact same thing to him. And he said the exact same thing back to them. And it's like, hey, Jonah, they're all beautiful, but you got to listen to all 30 of them, and they're all going to have problems. And now those problems are your problems.
Yeah, those problems become your problems real quick. And those problems go beyond just that person. Some of these families are real issues.
Yes.
And they're going to be your issues real soon as well. It was pretty lame the way they did it, invited everyone over. I mean, I get they don't want to travel, but like they're trying to make this thing into like, ooh, it's not hometowns if you're fucking doing it at the hotel.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Here's an average day in Georgia. We're going skydiving.
Yeah, that was worth it, though, because I don't know how she didn't break her neck. I don't know if you can pull it up, Lucas, or if you can find some footage of which one was it that fell into
Rachel.
Rachel, yeah, the racist, right?
The only disappointing thing about that is they used it as last week's like teaser, and then they used it in the intro this week. It's like, I want to be surprised that she might die. I want to just see it happen once live.
I don't think they used the actual impact till the episode. You saw like it was going to be bad, but like when I watched it, I was like, I rewound it. I was like, oh shit, because it looked like Homeboy fucking hit solidly and then rolled her over. I don't know how she didn't break her shoulder and then like come over.
The guy strapped to her used her to break his fall.
Dude,
literally used her like a cushion.
He bounced on top of her, and I was like, "Oh, he's gonna snap her in half."
He was like, "This show's got."
But knock the racists out of her, though. When do we find that out? Do we find that out next week? Like, when do we?
I think it's gonna come out next week when we get to. I don't remember. Was Chris Harrison in the promo for next week's Tell All episode?
No, I didn't see it. I don't think he was in it. It was like just Matt sitting down. Yeah,
that may be when shit comes out. By the way, he has a James Harden beard now.
He's got the big beard. I know. Jonah was like, "Why does he grow that beard?" He goes, "No one's gonna like him anymore." I go, "All right, well, I'll let him know that you don't like that beard." Yeah, I didn't see Chris Harrison at that.
It was a rough episode. It was pretty boring, and he literally is just reciting the same thing to the parents and to the girls, telling them what they want to hear.
Because
Homegirl.
What
do you like about my daughter? Oh, she challenges me. She doesn't take shit from anybody.
She's so fun, energetic, so smart.
I think about her all the time.
And then all the dads are like, I don't really like the fact that you're like seeing other girls. I don't like that at all. Like that seems to be the pretty much. Yeah, I'm like, none of these guys. And yeah, it's like, what do you think they're gonna say? I mean, I really love to see some of these guys go a little off the rails. I guess ABC's like, look, we're flying you out here. We'll fly you first class. We're gonna put you up nice, but you're gonna act like a fucking human being when we're on television, okay? You're not gonna go crazy, start asking nut questions. All right, we'll tell you. You run the questions by us, and we'll say yes or no.
If you're a father of a daughter in 2021, you would rather have your daughter on OnlyFans because at least she's making good money. Would you rather have her have an OnlyFans page, or would you rather have her being in a fantasy suite being watched by 12 million Americans and not getting paid?
I'd maybe go. I'd say go on the show for the first 6 or 7 weeks, promote that OnlyFans page, and then you'll get axed before the fantasy suites, and then you pull it over to where the real money is. That's what I would say.
Which,
be a smart business person.
Did you hear about the mother in California who her 3 children were expelled from their Catholic school because they found out she had an OnlyFans?
I was going to bring that up.
She was pulling in $150,000 a month.
Woo!
Fuck that Catholic school. She can buy heaven.
Yeah,
$150,000 a month.
Fuck that Catholic school. Your priests do nasty things to children, but this mother's making a living for her kids so that they can go to this private school. And she's done. Oh, and she's wearing the Catholic schoolgirl uniform. That's just too perfect.
Well, it's her daughter. She has to make sure it was dry. She did the laundry. I mean, I don't. How much does she pay? How much? I got to be honest. I mean, I don't know. What does she charge? I don't know how much.
She's making $150K a month. So whatever that costs a month divided by, that's how many people are watching her. Obviously, it's enough. God. And obviously, somebody from that school is also watching her.
There's also something kind of funny, like if you are a strict Catholic to the point where you want to put your kids in a religious school system, isn't this completely against the Bible or like what Catholicism believes?
Yeah, but at this point, everything is against the Bible.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Women can't drive cars according to the Bible.
The Bible says that you can't wear polyester. So, like,
yeah.
My only concern is my kids go to Catholic school, and I was wondering if I should shut down my OnlyFans page too.
No.
This
is the perfect time to promote it.
Yeah.
What? I mean,
jump on her lawsuit that's going to follow.
I love it. $150,000 a month.
That's pretty good.
By the way, if anyone, I'll start an OnlyFans page, and if you give me $150,000 a month, even collectively, you can see whatever you want. I will literally do whatever you want.
Not to say that you would be second once again, but Eric Andre officially started one yesterday, and he's going full nude in it.
Oh, really?
Good for him.
Not that he hasn't tried to put his dick on Instagram and Facebook for years, but Eric Andre has an OnlyFans.
Because he definitely needs some more money.
I know.
Exposing himself. Why doesn't Ari Shaffir have an OnlyFans?
He should.
No idea.
He really should. I mean, I think there's just too much I honestly think there's too much free content out there. He may have undercut himself. People be like, I'm not giving him $4.99 to see. I got 35 pictures of his butthole from Punch Drunk. You think I'm going to go pay for that?
Punch Drunk would be the number one. It'd be the Joe Rogan of OnlyFans if they did Punch Drunk on OnlyFans.
Oh my God, that's good. They should do that.
The rose ceremony, by the way, was I was like, what are we doing here? There's 3 roses and 3 girls.
Oh, that fucked with Cassie's mind so much. She immediately said, oh, if I got the rose last, like I would read into that. It's like, there's 3 roses and you're all in.
Everybody's in.
No, but he gave one to her last, so he doesn't like her as much. That's what that means.
Or he likes her the most, and he's playing mind games.
Yeah, you can't think about it like that.
It's like when you're a kid and you get dinner and you eat all of the stuff you don't like first, because then you'll get to just enjoy the good stuff at the end.
The girl that quit with the sister, the one that's like and then like everything she said, she was like, he's like a super cool guy, and I've been with him and we've gone on some great dates, and it's and we have a connection, but I'm worried about these other girls, and that's literally 9 in. It was like a 4-minute scene. I don't remember, but she basically ya'd her sister out of this guy's life. She was like, do you really want to be with a guy who's like, I don't see any, I don't feel sparks from you. I don't know if what you're seeing that I'm not seeing. That's essentially what she said. And I think she completely turned her sister, Well, but then I don't know. I think
she was on her way there, because that episode where they did yoga together, that was her one-on-one with him.
Oh yeah, she was not comfortable.
It was awkward as fuck, and like he even leaned in to kiss her, and she like backed away, and it was just weird vibes.
Yeah.
So she was on her way out.
Yeah.
But I'm glad she left, because she did that whole Canada thing, and they wasted so much fucking food. That bothers me, because
I know. I thought they were supposed to be like,
touch it now that it's COVID. Like before, they could go in and just eat the scraps, but now they're wasting like plates and plates of just the best looking shit, and they have one nibble
I know, but they should have spent a little less money on the food, the poutine and all this stuff, and put a little more like into the set decoration. There was like 16 Canadian flags hung in the background, and that was it. Like, this is, hey, welcome to Canada, eh? And you're like,
a stuffed moose and a stuffed beaver. It's like I'm home.
Yeah, crazy. I was like, this is not a fucking best foot forward here, Canada. Yeah, I don't know who he chooses. I don't know what happens with the.
You know what? Honestly, it's going to be Rachel. He seems to have the best connection with her.
How the hell does he choose Rachel now, the racist?
This is all happening before we know about this stuff. This is already pre-taped.
Oh, right. So this
is all pre-taped shit.
He doesn't know she's a
racist. He knows now, and we get to watch everything unfold.
Oh, I thought he makes his decision at the end live.
I mean, maybe he does. I don't know, but
what if at the end
almost every single one of these episodes was pre-taped before any of this came out?
Well, then that means next week's episode. I'm sorry to interrupt. Next week's episode should probably be the best one because it's the most recent, like all real people, like almost real time shit.
And Victoria comes back.
Oh.
What if at the end he's like, I was gonna pick you, Rachel, but you're a racist motherfucker, and he kicks her out and he picks no one.
And picks no one.
Yeah.
I mean,
that would be great.
I think he's gonna. From the one hint I did see from next week's is that the girl that he kicks off, the sisters girl, she comes back and she might be like, I made a mistake. Yeah. So maybe what I'm thinking might happen is like a fucking swap out. Like, I didn't know Rachel's character as well as, you don't, and then.
And I really miss the yas.
Yeah. And I miss fucking
Here's what's going to happen. This is my prediction. I would put money on it today as well. He's not going to end up with anybody. And then a month from now, we're going to hear about him and Heather dating because they want to stay in the limelight. And that'll be a huge Bachelor story that, oh, Heather came on, but he kicked her off and now they're together. And it's
I can't
made in heaven.
If that happens, Brenton, I won't. I'm telling you right now, we're not doing this anymore.
I'm fine moving on to a different show. I'm
not going to sit here, waste fucking 2 hours of my life.
I hate this show. It's hard to watch. It's shit. It's gotten worse. Like, we could joke about it before, and it's
killing us.
It's gotten worse we've watched 3 seasons. There's 25 seasons.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's gotten worse in 3 years.
If you were gonna
and they lost their host.
Yeah. If you were going to do a different show, what show would you do, though?
There's a lot of reality shows that come out right after football ends. We can just.
I'm not doing any masked things. I don't care about who's behind a fucking mask. I don't want to hear anyone sing.
Masks in real life right now. I don't need it on my television.
We could just pick a show. It doesn't even have to be like a reality show. Just
Wheel of Fortune.
I'm
pretty good at that.
Yeah. Wheel of Fortune's a great show.
About Shark Tank.
I fucking love Shark Tank.
What do you mean? Like which things will be bought and which won't?
Yeah. Shark Tank is always fresh and good.
I fucking love Shark Tank.
Well, if any of the listeners have an idea of what you would want us to listen to, as long as it's not The Bachelor, we're good for whatever would be running next year in January.
How are we as far as whose people are left in the Bachelor? Like, I don't even know who.
So technically, Emma has.
I forgot. I had
one. I think Bree was undrafted, and then Michelle came in late. So Emma technically has 2 of the 3, and then I believe you have Steve. You have
Rachel.
Rachel.
Nice.
Yeah, the racist.
Wow.
So Emma's pulled away. Emma played the percentages and just drafted 3 people, and 2 of the 3 finals.
That's the way to do it, man. I don't know what to say. I'm a freaking genius.
Next week should be good.
My last white hope ended weeks ago when she decided she was going to go finish grade school.
Wait, what?
I had Kit. That was my last girl. I got knocked out like 2 weeks ago, and she was like, I got to finish school before I marry you.
She was an idiot.
Grade school?
She's 21. She's a kid.
Oh, I thought you were like, she didn't finish high school or middle school or something. And I was like, wow, good for her.
No, but
she's
she probably
a slow
went
adult.
To like a rich kid's high school.
A fake high school.
Baseball heating up. First spring training game is Sunday. I'm very excited about that. No one's been injured so far. Knock on wood. I haven't heard anything. Things are moving forward. I have a look. We'll wait a week to do our big baseball prediction shit. We're gonna get a full season in. Hopefully, we'll be even be able to go to games this year. It's going to be a bloodbath to try to get tickets.
Mm-hmm. Well, Johnson has an effective COVID vaccine they announced today. One shot, and it's supposedly pretty effective.
Really?
Yes.
And are they ready to go, or we're going to need like 6 months to get that?
It got FDA approved, so I don't know how long it'll take to roll it out, but you would imagine that if the season goes till October, maybe August, September, we can start going to games pretty regularly.
Oh, by the way, speaking of going to things, thank you to anyone who came to the Spokane Comedy Club this weekend. They were fun shows. Really, I mean, look, that club's great. I would love to come back at full capacity. We can only fit 100 people in. Sorry if you couldn't get tickets, but, I'll be back and we'll be able to do a bigger thing. Kelsey Cook came down on Saturday and did some shows with me. And that was fun. She also talks mad shit. Fucking, you want to talk about shit talking? This girl she thinks she can beat me in horse. First she said pig. And I go, anyone that believes that they're good at basketball and or shooting a basketball would never challenge someone to pig. It's horse. It's fucking 5 letters. Okay. So we're going to play because she's like, oh, I played, Division X basketball, this and that. I'm a great jump shooter, this and that in my school. I go, I don't give a fuck. Okay. I don't give a fuck. I grew up shooting a basketball.
Do you know who you're talking to? I'm a volunteer assistant coach on my son's Little League team.
And basketball team, too.
I am an athlete.
So it's going to go down. Now, the only thing is Spokane Comedy Club's got this cool little next door area where they have like video games and a Pop-A-Shot. And we went over there and it was like she pressed a button. I don't even know what she pressed, but she got 3 rounds and I only got 2 rounds. And she beat me by like 60 points or whatever. That's not the point. She thought that put her like, she's different. Like, I go, great, bring it. So we're going to have something go down pretty soon. Perhaps even I'm going to talk her into doing it on the podcast where we can film this thing live. And it's good because I'm not going on. I went on Risks of Fury. Okay. I played her fucking game and I beat her at her game. Probably the only person.
And she waxed your chest.
And then she waxed my chest because she beat me overall. But this is on my terms and we'll do it. What she said, oh, could we not do any like a dunking or trick shot? I go, first of all, I'm not dunking. We're doing it on a 10-foot rim. No one's dunking. Yeah. But if I want to get athletic, I'm going to get athletic.
Did
okay.
Because I'm a goddamn athlete. To?
Yeah. I go, we know we're playing on a fucking 10-foot rim.
I've never looked at you and said, that guy's a dunker.
No, I'm a jump shooter. I'm lefty. I shoot like Larry Bird. You ever see Larry Bird shoot a basketball? You always thought they were going in. Every single one of them. That's me. Okay. You ask anyone that I ever played on the Comedy Store basketball team with, there is not a jump shot that I will not take. Not one. I take them all. There's not one I've met that I don't like. So it's going to be ugly. And the stakes are going to be high because of all the shit talking she did. And then, the Pop-A-Shot thing, which she thought was like something legitimate. I was like, you take that home with you. Okay. That's going to be like when the Russians beat the Americans in 1980. 3 weeks before the fucking miracle on ice, Kelsey. Mm-hmm. Don't underestimate me. It's going to be your downfall. I'm sorry. I got heated, guys. I got really heated. I'm going to Providence, Rhode Island this weekend to do shows again at the Comedy Connection. And Court McCowan's going to be coming up from, I think he's in North Carolina, to come join me. He hasn't been on stage in forever, so this should be really interesting. So we're going to have 2 shows Friday and 2 shows Saturday. So if you're around the Providence area, come on down. I think there's a couple tickets left. So that's what I got on my plate. You guys got anything else going on? What's up with you?
I took a sleep apnea test last night, pending the results.
Nice.
Wait, you got the results or you haven't got the results?
No, I just sent the thing back in. You don't have to sleep in a lab anymore. They send you a thing in the mail and then you send it back. So I should know hopefully by next.
I always thought it was weird that you had to go sleep in a lab. Like, I'm not going to sleep well.
Well, my dad had to. He
went to
the hospital and did the whole thing. And I guess it used to be way more wires and everything. And now it was just like a thing up your nose and a thing on your finger.
Oh, nice. I always thought like going into a lab to like sleep for a night so that someone could watch me and monitor my sleep would make me sleep less inherently than I already probably am if I'm going in for the test.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's cool that you can do it at home now.
Do you snore, Brenton?
I don't, but they wanted to. I have a deviated septum. I've been having trouble breathing, so they want to check and see if I have apnea.
Okay. Because my wife's like, I got one because she was like, you're dying at night. You die. Many times you die.
I don't make a noise, but I haven't been able to breathe out of my right nostril for like 6 years.
What?
Yeah.
You only breathe half?
I only breathe half. And it's just like, when you close one eye and you can still see, I just kind of lived with it. And then it got pretty bad the last few months where I was like waking up gasping. So like, I should probably take care of this.
Yeah, absolutely. See if they do 2 for 1. I might need something too, because the only thing I've seen that my wife's like, you should do that, is the one where they split you open. They give you a little, instead of having a CPAP machine now, they put a little
the rhinoplasty, right?
No, they put a fucking thing right here next to your heart.
What?
And when your lungs start to slow down, they give it a little shock, and
no.
Oh, it's like
they're gonna cut open my nose and just trim away at whatever's blocking the passage.
Yeah, you're talking about like an actual
rhinoplasty.
Something. I have something. I die at night, so this is something that's gonna try.
That's something completely.
Sounds like it might be a lung issue, Steve, not a nose issue.
Yours is a problem. Mine's an inconvenience. Yours is a fucking problem.
Everything with me is always a problem, always a fucking issue. Why can't
That's
it
why
just
we
be
love
normal?
you, Steve.
But it's not fun for me.
Steve, namaste.
Yeah, you gotta get in on this.
Create your own abundance, Steve.
Yes.
Create your own abundance.
Yes.
Brendan, if you do get a sleep apnea diagnosis, can you hook me up with a CPAP machine?
Yes.
I've always wanted one, but you need a goddamn prescription.
Yeah.
Why do you need it? Why do you want one?
I'll get them all for our Patreon members as well. We'll
get me one too. I literally went on the Amazon to find one. I go, I'm not going to some doctor because my wife keeps complaining about the sleep apnea. To go, this is why I'm going to buy my own. I'll fucking hook it up. I know how to work it. Boom, on your face. But I don't want to do that. Who wants to live their life like that? I can't.
No, that sounds awful.
I don't want to do it.
My dad has to take an extra bag to fly anywhere.
I know. I wish I get it down to just the nose. I have indigestion.
Yeah, like a nose thingy.
Like a little thing that just goes around here that like maybe with 2 little fans.
They have stuff. I've seen ads ever since I had to go do this, and my phone's been listening to my conversation with my doctor. I've been getting ads targeted that are like just a little thing you shove up your nose for sleep apnea. It's probably like the beginning stage wish.com version of the machine, but there are things out there that you could try that they're not that expensive, just like a $20 little silicone thing.
Oh, I can't. They're expensive CPAP machines. I just looked. They're like they're thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
We
got to figure out what company makes those and invest in that.
CPAP machines?
Yeah.
The day we do that, they'll invent some other fucking thing that's like CPAP is over. You might as well buy GameStop. Listen, the World Golf Championship at Concession Golf Courses this weekend. The defending champ is Patrick Reed, but that's at a different golf course last year, so it's anyone's game. A lot of the top players are in. I love Justin Thomas this week. I think Justin Thomas is great when it comes to emotion. I think the Tiger Woods thing, he was one of the closest people with Tiger Woods, still is, and I think he's going to play in honor of him. I like him. I love Tony Finau again. Tony Finau has played in 10 tournaments this year. He's made 10 cuts, 6 top 10s. Okay, I love him this week. I love Victor Hovland this week. And I love Scotty Scheffler this week. So those are my picks.
So go make money on DraftKings and Super Draft.
And I'm going to be watching golf in the hotel room this weekend.
And closing bell, GameStop just crossed $182.
Great. That means nothing again to any of us. If you have GameStop stock, congratulations. You're smarter than the rest of us. Yeah, that's it, guys. Anything else? I love you. I love everyone. I'd like people were very kind to us in the comments last week. So please continue. Tell people to rate, subscribe, to like, to tell other people about the podcast. And we'll keep doing it. So thank you very much for listening. And we will see you guys next week.